heard that in this show you have like more intimacy, like scenes, intimate scenes. How was it for you to shoot that?
Well, it's an international show. There was no censorship. When you're doing TV shows in Turkey, there's a lot of censorship. So everything is hard. Cursing is hard. Kissing is hard. Making love is hard. Everything is hard because it's TV. What it was supposed to be global Disney show, so it was for platform digital. So everything is more realistic, right? So when you keep things realistic, you can do anything, which is the good part of the show.
That's the purpose, right?
Yeah.
And why did you cut your hair?
Well, I needed a change because it's 4 years now that well, it's actually 6 years. I had this military period of mine, which in 2020 I had to go to military.
Oh,
so I had to
really?
cut my hair like 5 years ago. And I did Mr. Wrong, which is on Global Play as well,
Yes.
with the short hair.
Yeah.
It was a very sweet character. I enjoyed acting. I enjoyed playing it very much because it was all about ad-libbing. It was a very funny guy, so I enjoyed it a lot. And then I was supposed to do Sandokan. I was supposed to grow my hair out, and I did that for Viola Come il Mare. Everything was long hair. That image stuck to me too much. As an actor, I need a change. I need to show people that I don't need anything to be an actor. Long hair or something like that I can change, and that's a good characteristic of mine, of an actor.
Yes.
I think to be able to change.
I know that you don't talk a lot about your personal life. How do you keep things like you separate things, your work from your personal life, and don't let things mix?
Well, I made a war, quote unquote, in Italy. I have a friend, Roberto. He's a police officer. He's my best friend. Back in the day, 3 years ago, he was driving me around everywhere, and he was driving fast. So we tried to avoid paparazzi because he was getting rid of them. And we managed to change my house in Italy. And when I went back to Istanbul, they were moving all my stuff to the new house in the night, at 3 a.m. in the night, right? So paparazzi were not following it, but it took like two weeks to change everything. But I was in Turkey, so when I came back to Rome, I literally went to the new house.
Yes.
But all the fans of paparazzi were waiting at the old house. So we tricked them. Like, yeah, we managed to dodge the paparazzi back in the day, but it wasn't easy. It was kind of a war that we were doing to be able to get rid of those paparazzi that be following me everywhere, because it was not good. I was getting out of my house and people were following me everywhere. Now I'm more serene, more calm because I'm in my house. Nobody knows where I live.
Do you think that's the bad part of being famous?
It's not the best, but it's part of the game. I like my fans whenever they wait for me in front of the place I stay. When it's in a hotel, it's a good thing because I'm there in the hotel, so people are coming to say hi, take pictures. It's okay. But when it's home,
yes.
And when it's all like all day long, all year long, it becomes something overwhelming, you know.
I know.
And it's maybe I'm used to, but the people around me, my friends, my girlfriend, are not used to, and it becomes overwhelming for them because I can handle it, but people around me are having a hard time handling it well. So it's ruining my relationship with them as well.
Yes.
Because not everybody needs that kind of attention.
It's not their jobs, right?
Yeah. So it's not okay for everyone, you know. Then I needed a change. I needed to get myself lost a little bit to protect myself, to protect my soul a little bit. Not because I didn't want my fans, but it's all about, you know, paparazzi. So I just a little bit got away from paparazzi, from the press actually. It's about the press attention. I'm talking about, not the fan attention, but the press attention. But when fans know your address, also the press knows your attention. While you're running away from press, you have to run away from fans, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that would be like the bad part for me if I was famous like you.
Well, you are famous like me.
I will be like, don't follow me, I don't want to do anything. So who are you, like, your idols?
Well, I don't have idols anymore. I'm 35. I used to have idols when I was a kid. I was watching American movies, American actors like Brad Pitt, for example. For me, I always have been American. I watch like Mel Gibson. I like the acting part of it, not like in terms of private life, but the acting part of a lot of actors that I was seeing as an idol, but not anymore because I always want to be some person like a peculiar person, imitating no one. I just want to be myself. But my idol forever is gonna be my father.
Oh.
Like, yeah.
Of course. Have you ever thought about getting? We always know Brazil just got an Oscar, and everybody was like, "Was World Cup?" Do you have like the desire to one day have an award like that, like an Oscar or
An Oscar?
Emmys?
Well, as I told you before, I'm not dreaming such stuff like going to US, getting some awards. The thing that I'm living right now, I'm very grateful. The fact that I did El Turco, that was an incredible job. The fact that I did Sandokan was an incredible job. I'm very proud with whatever I do because I give my all, my 100%. And when they come out and I get to share with the people, I'm very proud. It's good for me. I have a lot of attention all the time wherever I go. It's good. People know me. People are polite with me. People take pictures with me. So I live in the present, and I enjoy what I'm doing, and I'm very grateful what I'm having all the time. I'm not that kind of a person that aspiring for more and more and more.
You're just
and more.
living the moment.
Yeah. When you're concentrating in the moment, when you're open to learn, open to evolve yourself, open to change, open to adapt to the different circumstances, you change. You change for the better, and you become a better person. When you become a better person, the better things arrive, and I just go with the flow. My dream could be living in Brazil. My dream could be
Come.
Yeah, why not? It's not all about United States and Oscars. I think the world is becoming different. I think those beliefs that people should be United States with Oscars and all. I think it's not like that anymore. We should be creating our own awards in Brazil, in Italy.
Yes.
We should give importance to those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Other stuff going on in other industries should be more important, like the United States. I believe that all beliefs of Hollywood, like cinema, should be changing, and I think
it is.
I think it already changed. You know, I think there are other industries in other countries
Yes.
that are as important as that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You're very famous in your country. How many followers you got? 20.
21.5.
Yeah, you're huge. You're huge. Why would you aspire to go to the United States? You're very famous here. You're in Brazil, so it's a good thing. I think people should be pleased with what they're living.
That's a nice way of living.
Yeah.
And why you're living in Italy?
I did Italian high school when I was a child. My mother wanted me to learn other language other than English, so I signed up for Italian high school. So growing up, having grown up with that culture, made me love also the culture and the people there. So then I studied law, then I became an actor, and then ironically I became famous in Italy.
So you was ready for that?
Yeah, I was ready for that. It's like something divine, designing a fate for me, you know.
And now you want to act in Spanish?
Why not? Yeah, why not? Because I've been learning Spanish for 5 months already. A teacher, a lady, is coming to my house teaching me every day, 4 hours a day, teaching me Spanish.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I'm serious
¿Y
about
cómo
it.
está?
Estoy muy bien.
Estoy muy bien.
Podemos hablar en español.
Tengo para terminar,
Sí, para terminar, para rematar.
para rematar,
Yeah.
I have some fans questions.
You have fan questions. Okay.
Yes.
Preguntas.
Yes.
Okay.
So-
¿Qué preguntan?
Preguntas.
¿Preguntas difíciles o fácil?
Creo que son fáciles.
Okay.
A ver,
Vale.
¿la digo en español o en English?
In English is much better.
Okay. What was the hardest scene that you liked to shoot on El Turco, and what was the most challenging one?
Well, the most challenging ones were always the fighting scenes, because the fighting that you see, maybe it's 1 minute, 2 minutes of choreography, but we are shooting it 10 hours. And from zero to the end, like from the beginning. They say from the beginning means that you have to do everything again for 10 hours.
Oh God.
And after it doesn't seem so, but you become like there are contacts going on, you know. So you start having bruises, little injuries. Nothing is easy, you know. And then you have to catch your breath. And I'm a perfectionist guy. I want every take to be perfect. So I was exerting myself a little bit excessively for every take to be perfect. So shooting those for 10 hours, and the next day you have to do another action scene without any break. It becomes like you have to live like an athlete. And El Turco is all Hungary was becoming dark at 4 o'clock in
Really?
the afternoon. So whenever we were shooting the day scenes, I had to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God.
It was still dark.
Uh-huh.
I was having a breakfast, and then we were driving to 1 hour to the forest, and we were having.
I'm exhausted
And
already.
it was very cold, and all the preps were taking like 2 hours, the costume and everything, and it's really freezing. And whenever you do, it's intense. Like not only the physical scenes, but also the emotion scenes were intense, because it's not any scene, you know. It's always about, or either you cry because you lost someone who's dearest to you,
Yeah.
so it's intense emotionally, or it's a love scene, so it's all about intensity. So yeah, the whole circumstance was difficult. And one week you're shooting in the morning, waking up always like at 3 o'clock in the morning, and the next week you are waking up. You have to shoot like the night scenes. You're not sleeping till morning.
Oh my God.
So you know it's a little bit messed up with the schedules, with the time schedule. You know what I mean? So, and you just forego anything you do for pleasure. You just live for the role. For whatever you're doing in a hotel room, which is not your country, which is not your city, where you don't have any friends, you don't do nothing for pleasure. You just live for the role. You stay in the character all times, because whenever you're not working, you have to be studying with the stunts for the choreography. So if I don't have set, I'm not in the hotel doing whatever I do. I'm just going to study the choreographies all the time. So it's a lot about working.
It's like non-stop.
Non-stop.
Oh my God.
And that's the whole package of the show is difficult. For example, in the 5th episode, I have a scene. It's also in the trailer that I'm in the river.
Yes.
It's freezing. It's like minus 10.
Oh,
We did that for 10 hours. So I was coming there naked with my no shoes, no nothing, you know. And then I'm doing my prayers, and I have nothing on my shoes. It's freezing
God.
because they prepared me a warm bathtub. Once they were saying stop, I was going to the hot tub.
Oh God.
It was like, yeah, but we shot that at the last day of the show because they knew if I got sick the next day.
That's what I'm gonna ask.
I don't have set. I don't
get sick.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because it was risky, you know.
Your immune system must be very good.
Yeah.
From Nalu comments, she's asking, would you come back doing rom-coms?
That's a good question, because sometimes I miss that. I miss improvising. I miss the cuteness, sweetness in the rom-com. And I ultimately did a publicity advertisement in Egypt. It's a cheese publicity, but it was a comedy. It was a huge comedy. And when I was doing the Sandokan presentation in London screenings, I was talking to my producer Luca Bernabei. I told him about this idea of mine, and he took it seriously. And he said, "Okay, let's do comedy, but I want to do it like 20 minutes, 100 episodes, like Friends. You know,
Okay, I know.
It should be like a pill, and people should be seeing it like 20 minutes. And I have to be working with a guy that I'm very used to, that I'm comfortable with, with a director that I'm comfortable with. I don't want any kind of nuisance from anyone in terms of author saying me what I should be saying. Whenever I want, I should be able to improvise and ad-lib. So I should be free. Okay, everything is okay. Maybe I go back to comedy. I don't know if it's going to be rom-com. I'm talking about sitcom kind of comedy, but I can challenge myself in a different kind of comedy in the future.
That's really cool. You're like a very hard worker.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I don't get satisfied with repeating myself. Even if the genre is the same, I should change the way I look, like I did in Daydreaming, or like I did in Bittersweet, like I did in Mr. Wrong. All rom-coms, but the character is totally different.
So thank you so much for your time. Hope you enjoy here your stay in Brazil. I know you're working too hard in this promotion. So get some rest also.
I will, hopefully sometime I'll rest as well.
Let's have a caipirinha.
It's a little bit sugary for me. I like whiskey better. I'm a whiskey guy, but I enjoy caipirinha a lot. Cachaça, right?
Yes.
Brazilian rum. I like your hat.
Thank you.
You're great, in great harmony in terms of colors and everything. I should be buying a hat like that.
It's like my brand. Thank you, John.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Give me out.
Ganhei até um abraço, gente. Olha só que chique.
Todo conto de fadas e uma bruxa.